And so you guys, unless you guys slow it down in any way, Allison just kind of takes you up to the elevator, and she uses a special keycard fob, and it activates the elevator. And we see you guys go up the elevator to the rooftop. The bar is as beautiful and trendy as the rest of the hotel. Kindred and ghouls alike canoodle on couches as they overlook the glittering lights outside. The bartender lives only to make sure the characters get what they desire. Half a dozen other ghouls wearing all black clothing and earpieces look out for trouble. So this is kind of like a trendy type bar and kind of club scene type up here. And
And we're just covered in blood and guts and firearms and scruffy clothes, right?
Jackie probably gave you wet wipes like last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, army bath.
But your clothes are probably like stained, you know? But it's probably not that you don't get any looks or anything. And but you are led to a couch by a table where you see a man who has like further than shoulder length hair and like dirty brown hair and like a thick but kind of short beard, and it's thick but curly, and his couch is covered in scratches, and it has a distinct kind of odor to it, and he's just kind of lounging with his feet up at the table. And Jackie's kind of like hanging in the back behind all of you, and Allison just kind of speaks kind of low and kind of quiet toned, and she says, "Mr. Fuller, we have the we have the kindred here that you wanted to see." And then he kind of looks up from his table, and obvious bored, lazy expression on his face, and he just kind of lets out this giant like sigh, and he kind of looks at you, Rain, and jumps up from his chair, almost pouncingly, and runs over to you and just gives you a giant hug and lifts you off the ground.
Hi, Daddy. Yeah, I hug him back.
Okay, and so he twirls you while you're up in the air, and he says, "Oh, so worried about what happened to you. Was it as dreadful as my experience?" So where did they have you?
Daddy?
What?
Look. I made some friends, Daddy. And I like point back at everybody.
He starts. They smell okay. How are you all?
Yeah.
Committed more murder than I had before.
He smiles, says, "So you had fun tonight then?"
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
And unless you stop him, at this point while he's talking to them, he's nuzzling his head up against yours.
Oh no, I'm
like
not
a
gonna
dog.
stop him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my fingers in his hair and like scratch his hair and stuff.
Nice. And he says, "So that Second Inquisition stuff, they tried to capture me too. Well, they did for a little bit, but I managed to get away. It's terrible people, but we'll make sure they pay." Allison tells me.
We were all with your I don't know what you call her. Like, well, anyway, we were all with her. So we were all with Rain. So like, clearly we all have something linked. I was wondering if you could like help establish that link so we can like, I don't know, get revenge.
Oh yeah, Daddy, we woke up like in a place. And some people were like trying to kill us and junk.
So you all woke up together. I think they put all of the children together, and I think all of us sires were jumped, just like you were. So I bet all of your sires All of the people who brought you into the world were attacked as well. I don't know if they managed to make it out. I'm sure, and he looks at the Nosferatu, and he says, I'm sure, of course, yours made it out. I mean, there's no chance they would have stopped Eddie.
Is that your daddy's name?
Yes, Eddie. Oh, no. I'm sure several of them died trying to get your sire. But,
Is he a big boy then?
well, he's just very dangerous. But you won't... I'm sorry, son. You're probably not going to be spending much time with your father.
How do you know who his sire is?
Because
Me
he's
or-
infamous. He's infamous in L.A. In fact, it's pretty common knowledge that Eddie was chosen to start siring more Nosferatu. At least among the elders.
I
So
have
he's the only one of
a.
those? Go ahead, Rain.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And he's nuzzling his head up against yours and smelling you. He says, "Were you hurt?"
No, I'm fine. It's fine. I do have an out of character question. So, I would know what my sire's first name is, right?
Randall
Because I
Fuller.
know she called it
Randall
Randall.
Fuller.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep being all like not inappropriate, but like touchy feely with.
Yeah. Well, it's like y'all are a pack, right?
Yeah.
Like your dogs in a
so
pack.
yeah.
I mean, you're
so whatever
basically
he
doing the
does-
human equivalent of sniffing each other's butts.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be the same way.
Yeah.
Um,
Have there been any reports of sires that were killed?
No, not yet. No. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't know either of your sires. The only reason why I'm certain of his is because almost all the Nosferatu in this city were wiped out by the Second Inquisition.
That's
To
Marcia's
save
sire?
to save the bloodline in L.A., we chose Eddie to sire more of his kind.
Eddie is Marcia's sire
Yes.
or Jay's? Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm taking notes.
He says, I'm sorry to tell you what you came from, but you don't come from the best stock.
Aw.
You come from powerful blood.
That's like a underhanded insult.
I was just going to
He
ask.
actually says-
we found...
He says, Rain, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I have to speak to Marcia in private. I won't be long.
Okay, Daddy, you do what you got to do.
And I'm gonna say to Rain in character, is this a kink?
No. And even if it was, who are you to kink shame? I legit. That's
just
like
don't know if I
legit my
should-
response.
I don't know if I should be joining in or not.
I mean,
It doesn't
you
feel
do
natural to
boo-boo.
you at all. It doesn't feel
Yeah, it's just
natural at
our-
all. Yeah.
It's just our thing, you know. We act more on natural instinct, and for us, that's petting and being close to each other, and it's how the pack survives.
I just never. I mean, obviously this is all new to me, so I'm just making sure that I'm like not doing the wrong thing here.
Nah, you're good.
So Marsh, he pulls you off to the side, and he throws his arm over your shoulder and pulls you in close, like brotherly, and he doesn't seem to care at all how monstrous you look, and but he sniffs at you and he says, oh, "Dragon's breath, smell it all over you, poor guy." He says, "We'll try to fix you up." He says, "You should start trying to mend those wounds." He says, "But look, yeah, your father, your sire. Sorry, boy. You come from a circus freak."
Yeah, well,
No, an actual circus freak. Back in the days of Hollywood, when they used to have circus freaks. That's how old he is.
This day just keeps getting better. Yeah.
Eddie's just the name we give him. No one knows his name because he doesn't speak, and he's on the dim side. And someone turned him a long time ago. We don't know how long ago. He only stands about 5 feet tall. Doesn't stand straight up, and well, he looks like, I don't really know how to describe him, but he's as ferocious as they come, and he's a nightmare. No one wants to approach him. But anyways, he was using the old picture shows back in the old days, during the days of Hollywood when they first came through town. And he was a circus freak back in those early days. Someone turned him, I guess, at one point. I don't know why they thought that would be a good idea. But now he's older, meaner, dim, and frightening. And I'm guessing when they came after you, they got you and then went after your sire. And it probably didn't go well for them.
So I'm just supposed to go this alone for the next how long? It seems like
Makes you feel any better.
pretty close.
It makes you feel any better. The prince of the city is dead set on making sure Eddie sires more Nosferatu, so you won't be alone.
Can we
It's just that
overhear
he
this
had
conversation?
He pulled him aside. You can make wits plus awareness rolls, see if you can hear it.
Oh yeah, I want to.
Difficulty.
I'm respecting.
He's not being quiet because your sire is anything but quiet. He's usually pretty boisterous. So we'll say
Yes.
difficulty 2.
Cool.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Cool. I'm just like trying to suppress like a little giggle. Oh, he's gonna get new brothers and sisters.
He says,
I think
But-
that girl's insane. But yeah.
so. But yeah, he says it's unfortunate. But yeah, you'll be without a sire. But don't worry, the prince will make sure that the Nosferatus have guidance in the city. But enough of that. And he slaps you on the back. And he says, come. We have the Second Inquisition to deal with. He drags you back over to the rest of the group.
Yeah, well, welcome back. Hope you had a nice talk. Anyway, we kind of kidnapped a couple of people.
Oh yeah, we did, Daddy. You'll be so proud of us. We got this
Yes,
lady. She
totally.
was like shooting stakes at us. We got her though.
Yeah, I took off from her. I survived her. Got away. She
Well, happy
She
birthday.
set chase after
It's a
me.
present.
good. We'll make sure she's ended. But we need to get what information she has. So, and did you get a name of whoever's leading this group?
Was it Father something?
Oh yeah, the priest.
Father
what is
Avery.
he? Father Avery. Father Avery. Yeah.
Let me go downstairs for a second. Check on the kid. Hold on.
Oh, kiddos.
Yeah.
Also, just before you do, sir. Oh, sorry. I thought that was in character. I thought it was in character.
Oh, that was adorable. I'm gonna step away for a second too. Be right back.
So So Marsh, did you get the news that you wanted?
What was that?
Did you get the news that you wanted?
Well, apparently, my sire is what sounds like a 5-foot tall psychopath. Oh, and he's like special.
Well, yeah, they
Like,
said that he
doesn't
was
talk.
chosen, so.
Well, no, like he got kicked by a mule
Oh,
Oh.
in the head.
is that an initiation for you guys?
I don't know.
So if y'all should look it up one day. But back in the early days of Hollywood, they would sometimes use in films and stuff like that. They would sometimes use like carnies in films. And
That's true.
yes, so Robin knows what I'm talking about. And
It's
these
true.
carnies were people with special needs. And you can look it up. There's actually a whole bunch of information online about some of these people. And they're like really small and handicapped and all that kind of stuff. And your father basically was one of these people that became turned.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now he went from being a handicapped person with mental instabilities to a ferocious nightmare. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So I'm like, I have no idea. Apparently, I inherited his exterior, so that's a good thing. I guess. I'm like, this is just a bunch of bullshit. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go get a drink
Okay.
of alcohol.
Oh, well, there's a bar right there.
Just a quick question, Mr.
Fuller.
Roland, was it?
Randall Fuller.
Randall. Let's say we kidnapped 2 people. There was another guy. I don't know if it's possible who I should be asking, but he was the guy who staked me, and I think he would possibly know more about where our sires went. So, like, if possible, not to kill or torture him, but help me because he knows who I am, and it might help.
Look, if you take a responsibility for him, then it's on you.
Good stuff. I don't know who I'll speak to, but okay.
Okay. So he says, but anyways, Allison wanted to talk to you about what the Camarilla wanted your help with. Now that you've given us a name, and also we had one task we wanted your help with, and in exchange, of course, we'd offer you a position in the Camarilla, which would give you a safe haven. It would allow you the luxuries of places like this. Safe havens where you can lay your head, places to mend your wounds, help in times of trouble, just like Jackie here has been tonight. Things like that. But anyways, but first things first, Allison will lead you to a room where we will do a mission briefing really quick, and she can give you more details. So.
That's for all of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
And so you see him kind of like start to walk away, and then he transforms into a wolf. And then he just kind of like leaps over to like the edge of the building, and he just kind of like circles 3 times and just kind of sits down on the edge of the
awesome.
Building.
Can I do that?
No. One day you will, maybe.
Okay.
And so Allison leads you into a room where they have like a big TV set up and like a conference table, and basically she shows you a recording. The videotape is short and it looks rough, but you can clearly see yourselves depicted on it. It shows Blake on a night vision, waking up before everyone else, and then it shows him coming over to Rain, and then her like nearly strangling him, and then pushing him through the door of the meat locker, and then at that point the camera feed dies. And then she says,
strangled?
if you remember the first episode, that was how we first started the meat locker.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And Allison says, this is just the feed we got from the restaurant. However, evidence showed that there's clearly data transmitted to somewhere else.
So they were watching us the whole time.
We believe you were there purely for observation. We've long suspected that the Second Inquisition doesn't know everything about kindred. So, and it would be helpful if we could keep it that way.
Right.
We think that they don't quite understand our kind of well, and so we think that they were just essentially using you as guinea pigs, testing. I mean, it explains the whole, putting meat and animal carcasses in the room and dead bodies and the dead corpse hanging in the center and that sort of stuff. I mean, anyone who knows our kind knows that we don't eat dead flesh. So, but they obviously don't understand us well yet. So, and we can perhaps get this original footage. And then Jackie speaks up from the back and says, we also have another problem. We haven't heard from Marcus either. It's possible Marcus did not elude that Starcom van that was following him.
Oh.
Allison says, if you help us, you'll be set.
I mean, we owe our lives to Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's, at least for me, there's no question of loyalty here. If I can help, I can help. I'm all right with a gun. I'm not the strongest, but I can shoot. Good.
Do we have any GPS info on his car or anything?
We do. We know it was taken down, and she just kind of like shows you a street. She knows. She says this is where he was. His vehicle was stopped, and we believe he was ripped from his vehicle here. His ghoul driver was probably killed. He was probably staked, loaded into the van. I mean, it sounds like this Father Avery and this Jules Walker could probably be our best leads. Sorry, this vampire hunter, that's her name, but yeah.
We still have her. Can we?
Sure.
What should we do with her? She's just there.
Allison just says, I'll leave it to you all to decide how you want to go about it. But we want to recover the footage, eliminate the rest of the Second Inquisition, or let me rephrase that. You all are welcome to deal with the threat however you determine. But we want the footage back. That's the most important thing.
Okay. Maybe we could ask her if she knows how where the footage is or who was filming it or intercepting it or whatever.
She says, no, we don't have any clues about where the footage went. I mean, we do have a collection of clues because all the vans say Starcom on the side, which is a cable provider in this area. So that is a clue. And then we have the name Father Avery, and then we have a vampire hunter downstairs.
Yeah. Well, we could try to get information out of the vampire hunter, or we could go to the cable place.
Yeah, there should be a head-in somewhere around here for the cable company. So we can get info from her, see if we can stop there to see if they have any sort of relay that's recording this information.
Yeah.
And then find Marcus, or what
Father
happened to him
Avery.
at least.
Yeah. So what should we do with the vampire hunter? We can't just let her stay in the van.
Well, she tried
Allison
staking
and
your
Jackie
sire.
both leave the room for you guys to decide your
She
course of
tried
action.
staking your sire. I feel you have the most.
I think she would make a really nice gift to give to my daddy.
I mean, if you want to give him to your father, I'm not calling him daddy. I'm not. If you want to give him to your father, I mean, he seems to know her personally, so perhaps he seems a lot more powerful than us and could probably get more information out of us.
Oh yeah. So we could. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I want to give this vampire hunter lady to my dad and see if he wants any information out of her, and then after that he can kill her or whatever he wants.
Okay.
That's what I would like to do.
So you just
Fool her.
essentially tell your father to meet you somewhere and then hand
Yeah.
off the vampire hunter to him?
Yeah, and then like
Okay.
if these three want to come along for that in case they
Is,
want to witness how daddy does things.
is it
Put a bow
possible
on her.
she would?
Can we put a bow on her before we do, though, as a present?
Put a bell on
Sure.
her?
Bow.
Oh, bow. You're welcome to. Sure.
I'm putting a bow on her head. I'm going to slap it on her head.
Nice.
Is it possible she would know where they would take a kidnapped Marcus?
Yeah,
So
I
you're
mean,
you
we can-
questioning her before you let the sire question her?
Well, so I'll tell Randall that like this is if he wants to try and get information out of her that we would like to be present. And then after that, like she can be his play toy or, whatever he wants.
Okay. All right.
Chew toy.
He says Marcus was a dear friend of mine. So yes, I will question her first. However, I am short-tempered. I can't promise results.
It's okay, Daddy.
How are we going to do?
Yeah, and then I just want to see how this plays out.
Unfortunately, due to time, I wasn't gonna play it out like in first person because we still need to
that's
resolve the
fine.
rest of the. So essentially, what leads to what happens is he takes her off site to a rundown house, rundown and like abandoned house near the tent city part of the town, and he drags her from the vehicle, kicking and screaming, but she's her mouth taped up, and he prefers it that she's awake. And every time he resists, he bites her. And then once she's inside, he starts questioning her, but it's all intimidation. It's none of it is persuasion. It's all intimidation.
Nice.
And the conversation, I mean, it begins with her resisting because she's a vampire hunter. Because she's seen these tricks before, and that kind of stuff. She doesn't give answers at first, and then after a while, he leaves, and then comes back in as a wolf, and pounces in on her and starts basically just toying with her as a wolf would.
Yes.
Like pulling at her chair, her legs, barking at her, growling at her. Her chair falls over. She's frightened. She tries to escape. She breaks free of her restraints, but he's got the whole house locked up. He turns back into a human and, well, human form, and then He beats her, and then he puts her back in the chair, and then threatens her and intimidates her some more. Eventually, he gets her to open up about where Father Avery serves as a minister over.
Ooh, yeah.
What
do we
Saint
learn?
Saint Agapius the Martyr Church.
There we go.
She also
There we
gives you a
go.
name. The Starcom employee who's helping them is Gabriella Osorio. She gives up that all the Starcom, the other Starcom van is equipped with police issue surveillance equipment.
To say, does that name ring a bell to anyone? To Gabriella?
Let me actually look that up real quick.
I just watched the whole time, just totally in awe of how awesome my daddy is.
Oh my god.
Like, if it was an anime, I'd have like stars in my eyes. It's like, wow.
He's so dreamy. God.
No one recognizes the name Gabriella Osorio.
Thank you.
All right. So do you guys want to go look for Marcus, or are we going to look for...
You can look up where Gabriella Osorio lives, and then you can also go to the church.
I think at this point, actually, maybe it would be better to get more information.
Shane's like, we're gonna have to play a third game.
No, let's just go to the church. Let's just go to the church.
I don't care. I just wanted to point that out.
Once he's done interrogating her, I've got to ask him, because I'm like, I have no idea, but just like, how do I heal these wounds? He mentioned that.
Okay, you can use Mend to heal superficial wounds. The aggravated wounds, they take much longer to go away.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vampires. Gifts of the Blood. Vampire. To mend aggravated damage, a vampire must wait until the next nightfall and make 3 rouse checks in addition to the regular rouse check when rising. But to mend superficial health damage, depending on their blood potency, a man can mend 1 or more superficial health damage with a single rouse check. Your blood potency is 1, so you can mend 1. So you basically have to make a rouse check, which is on your sheet down at the bottom right by your hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Blake, did you feast on the people by the van? Like Marsh and Rain did?
I don't know.
Well, they did, and their hunger was completely slaked. They don't have any more hunger dice at all.
I doubt I would have, due to the mixed emotions of the whole scenario, plus the fact that we fed on the cops in the alley before.
So you still possess a hunger dice. Jay,
Yep.
Did you slake your hunger entirely? Nope. Okay. Couldn't come to terms with it. Okay.
I was busy with the weird person who was my friend.
Then Marsh and Rain both have a stain on their morality, on their humanity. But yes, do you want to make a rouse check to try to get rid of some rouse checks to get rid of superficial damage? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because you got a lot of superficial damage. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's
Okay,
what I was
so
like,
click that rouse button. Okay, you're good. Okay, so mark off a superficial damage. Do you want to? Oh no, you failed. Sorry, you failed. So you will take one. You'll go up a hunger die, but you get to mark off 1 health. So basically, you burn blood. You burn blood, but you healed. Do you want to try to heal more?
Yes.
Okay. Hit the button again. Failed again. Mark another hunger die.
Same thing.
You want to see what you do? You want to do it again? Yeah, you can mark another health. Get rid of one. All right.
Okay. Try one more time.
All right.
God damn.
All right. But you're getting patched up, man.
Yeah, I know. So, since we haven't left yet,
You guys look at Marsh, and his face is starting to look kind of like shallow. You know, the essence kind of getting sucked away. The pinkness from his flesh is starting to fade away.
Yeah, I just go over to the bartender, and I'm like, I need something to drink.
Okay. Yeah, so if you stay here a while and drink, you can slake 1 hunger.
Cool.
Like an hour of drinking.
Yeah. Doing shots. I like it. Okay.
And this is fresh from ghouls.
Oh, okay. They got to donate. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be fresh. You can't drink old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd make you heave.
Is it like bad for you to get like some kind of like negatives or something for doing that?
It would just make you throw up. It might up to the GM. But yeah, it's just not good for you. It doesn't work for you.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's happened. So where are you guys heading to? Address of Gabriel Osario, or a bunch of vampires going to raid a church?
We're going to be holy.
Going to be holy.
Yeah,
Saint Agapius, the
Just
martyr.
because we got to get. There seems to be a priority for getting Marcus back.
Okay. Well, it's a 2-for-1 special, everyone. So you guys get Saint Agapius, the martyr, and the church, and you see a Starcom van parked outside. And you see it's a small church, and it looks like a fellowship hall type thing, and there's a Starcom van parked right beside the double doors leading into the fellowship hall. However, there are no other vehicles really there. Sorry?
Can we get some guns by chance? Like
you just killed some people with shotguns and stuff, so you're welcome to say you gathered them up.
Yeah, I've got a shotgun with me. Like a saying, yeah, shotgun.
Sure, yeah. So did you pick up the shotgun off the...
Because I got my pistol and my shotgun.
Sure.
Because
So
I
you
need
picked up a shotgun?
something close to range and something like a bit longer.
Oh, well, shotgun doesn't have any longer range than the pistol, but it does more damage.
Well, shotgun always then.
But they had a submachine gun there.
Definitely the submachine gun. Definitely
Well,
the submachine
are you getting both? Okay.
Yeah.
He's being greedy.
Getting jacked.
He's getting them all.
I love guns. I got 3 points. It's like my only good skill in terms of
That's
combat.
true. That's true. You are the best with guns.
All those gaming skills really taught you how to shoot them, huh?
Mm-hmm. I got that. I know that like quick, like, because this is how games work.
Yes.
Oh, I woke up my cat.
I guess the submachine gun does more damage because it assumes you're firing full auto. That's the only thing I can think of.
I assume Jay's firing fall auto too.
What do you guys do?
Down the
Can we
door.
tell if anybody's
No, I'm not.
inside of the van? Is it?
The
empty?
Starcom vans kind of have like mirrored out, like blacked out windows. So
Oh, that's lame.
Can I knock on? Shall I like, look, guys? I'll knock on the back of the door, pretending to be a bit lost and looking for help, and then we sick them.
They're good.
Is that good?
Sure.
Who else has got firearms? Because I'll keep the submachine gun and the pistol on me. I'll throw you a shotgun.
I am by nature opposed to firearms.
Give me the
Anyone
shotgun.
else? You'll take the shotgun.
Give me the shotgun.
it's like I'll eat people, but I'll take a stand at shooting them.
That's right.
Hey, you gotta have principles.
And those are mine.
Jay tossed me a shotgun.
Sweet.
I
Nice.
like wince a little. No, I'm good. But yeah, I'm just gonna eat people.
I'll knock on the door. Hi, I'm a bit lost. Can you help me?
Oh, you knock on the door of the church or the back of the van?
No, the back of the van.
Okay. Make a manipulation plus. Let's look at the rules on.
Oh, actually, before I do, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how this thing's, but I'll use heightened senses. Just
You want to see if you can listen, like to the
Yes.
van,
I'll
and see if you
like,
hear
heightened
anything.
Senses. Yes. Use my off specs. Do you want to roll for that?
Auspex. Yeah, you add your Auspex rating to any rolls. Yeah, so what you'll do is you just add, make a wits plus awareness roll, but add a +2 modifier to it. That's your Auspex rating.
Yeah, I've got it plus.
And difficulty is 2's fine.
Wits and awareness. So that should be like. Wait, that should be. Okay. Let's come do this. I should add the +2. There we go. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Wits, awareness. There we go. 5.
Yeah, there's someone moving around inside the van. Sounds like they're in the back. Sounds like
Just
they're
the
messing
one?
with some kind of equipment back there.
Okay, I'll let the guys know, and the lady, of course. The ladies. We're half, aren't we? I'll let the crew know.
So you try to sneak back over to the car and try to let them know. Make a dexterity plus stealth check.
I'll just go in there. One.
Okay.
And I'll just knock on the door. If it's only one, I'm much more confident.
Okay.
I'm getting a bit. I'm sorry. Can I just ask for a bit of help? Is there anyone in here?
Okay. Make a manipulation plus persuasion.
Persuasion.
Difficulty is 2. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So the person inside. Oh, you're gonna try willpower it?
Ah, oh, so close.
Yeah, you can't willpower hunger dice.
One hunger. Yeah.
So so the person inside says, "Who are you?" And it's a woman's voice. Says, "Why are you hanging around the church in the middle of the night?"
I'm gonna think quickly on my feet. Shit. What was that woman's name again? Fuck.
You're thinking really quickly on your feet.
Gabriella.
Gabriella. Gabriella sent me a text saying that she was in trouble. And I need to give you a note, but I can't. I don't know who to trust. I just told her to look up these vans.
Yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second because I am Gabriella.
I saw that coming.
And you hear the van doors click closed, locked.
Wait, what? But she's in our custody. No, I meant the person who's in our custody. Who's the? Am I getting confused with names?
Oh, yeah.
The one that we kidnapped? And we gave to Daddy.
I didn't even get her name. I just got Vampire Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically she didn't give you a name, so I mean, unless he beat it out of her.
yeah.
Sure, we'll say he beat it out of her. Sure. So Jules,
Jules.
Jules,
Yeah,
that's
Jules.
right.
Jules.
I'll play you a
Jules,
bone. So you say, Jules. Okay, but I am gonna require another manipulation plus persuasion out of you because that is
that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Sorry,
Difficulty is gonna go up to 3 though because
Oh god, it's a perfect.
you're
roll.
trying another one on top.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's fair.
And
That's
she
fair.
says, I don't believe you. You're hanging around a church in the middle of the night, and I'm starting to wonder how in the hell you know who Jules is. And she locks the van doors.
Well, at this point, I'm just gonna turn around and just go, and then I'm just gonna get my submachine gun. How thick does this glass look?
I was gonna
It just looks like the glass of a Starcom like van. I mean, it's just like normal van glass. You know.
Normal van glass. That's quite easily breakable.
Yeah, you could probably take like the butt of the submachine gun
Yeah.
and break it.
Basically, I'm just like, come on, guys. I'm like indicating. They have like 2 seconds to stop me.
I go up to like right behind him. I assume you're breaking it and then
Yes.
you're gonna shoot inside or whatever. Okay, yeah. I'll be like right by you.
Okay, I'll be like 3, 2, 1.
I'll
Smash
move
the
to the
glass
flank of the van in case.
It's
it's
funny
not
because you have a
hard to shoot.
strength of 1 and no athletics. So I'm actually gonna make you test to see if you can break the glass.
Oh, fuck.
Because in real life, it's actually really hard to break van. It's not easy to break black glass on a car
Yeah.
window. So
I've broken too many of my mum's van's windows.
with a
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, I'll roll for this. Just the
I'll
straight
make the
one.
difficulty 1.
The straight one.
But that's really hard.
Wait,
That's actually pretty hard for you though.
wait, what have I got?
Oh yeah, why is this guy doing the window breaking?
Y'all just picked the wrong. He's not the one to do it.
He's thinking on his
When I
feet.
when I
thought
pick
it
up the
was gonna
dice,
be
I get
way
2
easier than it
though.
was.
Oh no, yeah, I get 2, don't I? Yeah. with every time.
It's strength plus athletics. So
But I'm getting 2 dice. I've only got 1 dot in strength. It's giving me 2 dice.
well, it says. Hold on. It says art, acrobatics, archery, climbing, jumping. Hold on. Let me see if brawl is more appropriate.
Again, 0 dots. Doesn't matter. But
It doesn't matter. That's a good point. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm
That's a
getting
good
the
one.
1 dot.
Blake, did you go to the driver's
Yeah.
side?
So you
or
start
passenger
beating on.
side?
So you
Driver.
hit the glass one time, and then a shot of a pistol blasts through the glass at you. I'll just roll
Yeah.
a die to see. Okay, so like the
I
glass,
get shot. That's fair.
like it ricochets off, and like it grazes you, and like a shower of glass lands down on top of you, but you're otherwise
That's fair.
fine.
Okay, so no superficial.
I like punch him in the back. What the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Well, there's now a hole in the window.
Stick your gun inside.
Oh, fine. I'll just grab my submachine gun. I'll just pull the trigger inside.
Oh my god! Like praying and spraying,
I
This
just
is-
meant
Sorry.
like stick it in.
Spraying
not
and praying, yeah.
shoot it.
You should know I am
This is straight
unhinged
from
as a
one.
character.
Okay.
I thought I was the unhinged one.
He's gonna drop it.
He's gonna alert everybody in the
Pick
fucking
up a
church that we're
single
here.
die, Jay,
Oh, yeah,
and
also
roll
that.
it.
Okay.
Just a single die.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You just start unloading in there, and you hear like bullets splashing against metal equipment, and you hear a woman scream, but you don't. And then you hear someone firing back at you.
I just want to talk. As I shoot her.
And you hear the van crank up.
So I flanked to the side and I was looking at the driver's side. I
Okay.
said right before he
All right, so
broke
you
the window.
flank to the side. You look to the driver's side, and you see her head like barely sticking up to the glass as she's trying to hide herself as best she can while she cranks the van.
If she does it, I'm gonna rack the shotgun and aim it. And if she doesn't look like she's complying, I'm gonna shoot through the window.
Okay. All right.
my
Make an intimidate. I guess intimidate plus manipulation plus intimidate.
No matter what order you do these in.
No. Okay. Yeah, so she puts her hands up, takes her hands off the steering wheel.
I was like, all right, get out of the van and please don't reach for the gun.
And she steps out of the van.
That wasn't so hard, now was it?
See you, Nova. Thanks for joining us.
I'm just gonna sort of like look
and you
over
see
at
this,
like
you see this Hispanic woman, kind of like with dark hair, long dark hair, and she's kind of short, and she kind of climbs out of the seat, and she's wearing like a uniform shirt for Starcom and a pair of jeans, and she steps out of the vehicle, and she's now on level with you. She's got her arms up,
I'm just gonna look
and her
at
gun
Rain
is
sort of
still in the seat.
nod.
What do you want me to do? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go up to her and like grab her and bare my teeth at her. This is out of character. So I'm trying to ask her where Marcus is, right?
Yeah.
We need to get
sure.
that, and we need to get the recordings that they made of us.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So let's kill Father Avery.
So I'm gonna grab her, bare my teeth at her, and like snarl a little, like as like animalistically as I can, and be like, "Where are the tapes?"
If you do if you do something like pick her up or something like that, or like throw her up against the side of the van, I'll let you add strength. Do like strength plus intimidation.
Okay, yeah, that's what. I'll like boom, like shove her against the van, snarl a little, and yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I'm
make a strength plus intimidation roll. Actually, I'll make. Okay. All right. So yeah, and what are you like? What are you? You're just snarling and throwing up against the van, really.
Yeah.
You're not saying anything. Okay.
Well, yeah.
But she is successfully intimidated. That's really the goal.
Watching the church, just
You're going towards the church.
No, keeping watch. I'm just like making sure we're not like gonna get like.
So you got the submachine gun slung in your hand, and you're just keeping watch at the church. Okay. By the way, you guys are just standing in a parking lot outside of church. By the way, doing this.
We could do a good cop, bad cop thing
So,
here. I'll be
just a
bad
reminder.
cop. You be good cop.
Okay.
I'm to the point of just let's fucking kill her if she doesn't answer. Really.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm at the point of like my self-doubt is no matter what I try to do, she's gonna assume that we're just gonna be absolute monsters. So
And in that
That's
way,
true.
you're being monsters.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like, so whose expectation should I live up to?
Right? If
So-
you can't beat him, join him.
Not to mention if
okay.
I got
And in
if
that
I got,
way, you're proving
Rain
them
and
right.
Marsh, that's fine. But
All right, so I've
they'll,
got her
they'll be
pinned
right
up,
and dead.
and I'm like snarling at her. I pinned her up, and now I'm looking at you, Blake, like, because I'm just like, whatever in her face. And then if
While
you
you do that, I'm gonna circle around, grab the pistol, tuck it in the back of my pants, and then say, "Listen, it's been a long fucking night.
turning on the good cop.
All
Right
I
now,
want
we
to
just need a
know
hug.
is where are the recordings that you made of us, and what did you do with Marcus?"
She's eyeballing you and trying not to look back at the ferocious animal holding her up, and she's pointing with her free hand back towards the van with her hand shaking, and you get the sense that like she's completely out of her element. She doesn't even know what's happening right now, and she says, "The recordings are in the back of the van."
I know computers. I'm gonna go straight back into the van.
What about Marsh? What is Marsh doing around all this?
Oh yeah, Marsh.
Because he's been quiet.
Poor Shaun.
I'm just sitting there, kind of just watching Rain do all of this.
I'm sorry.
Just enjoying the show.
Yeah, I didn't think too much about her being like a very physical character. Remember the group, so I'm just kind of standing there, like what the fuck? I think he's just taking in the spectacle because he saw the guy who literally has a 1 strength try to like break a window on a car. And I mean, me being a guy who has probably done this quite a few times was like, you just kind of want to watch the train wreck, and then he unloads with a fully automatic weapon, and I'm just like,
You're watching a true psychopath unfold.
yeah, I'm just
in your
watching
eyes.
this whole thing unfold.
You were contemplating your existence, like being like the childer of a carny, and then you're just like, I'm where I belong.
I'm watching this whole thing unfold, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
And we haven't even got to the church yet.
Okay, so so you go around to the back of the van, Jay, and you open the back doors, and you have
Sure.
blasted up the interior of the electronics of the surveillance equipment.
Hard
When you
drives.
used your submachine
What about the
gun,
hard
you
drives?
shoved it through the window and went.
Are the hard drives destroyed?
Are you going in there and looking?
Yeah.
That would be a intelligence plus technology roll. Difficulty 3.
Come on, gamer man. You should know what a hard drive is.
Look at that.
God, like
Okay,
he
we'll
went
get
high
back to
school.
you. We'll get back to you. All right. So Blake, you asked her where the tapes were, essentially, and the other question was, where is Marcus?
Yep.
All right. And she says, Marcus, was he the other one they captured recently?
Let's say yes.
Father Avery has him at the warehouse.
And
I'm starting
what
to
are you
doubt.
doing mixed up in all this?
Where's the warehouse?
Look, I'm new. I'm new. Father Avery. Look, I had family that was victims and all that, and she can't help but like focus back on the monster, like holding her up and growling at her, and she says, someone like her killed her. Father
I don't say
Avery
anything.
promised to guide me. Father Avery promised to show me the light.
Stop growling so loud, Rain.
That was me.
But I've never hurt anyone. I've never attacked anyone.
Gabriella, I'm truly sorry to hear about your family, but the path that you're down right now is only going to lead you to the same result.
To which I'll say, you see our friend over there? That creepy guy? Point to Marsh.
He's sitting on the hood of the limousine, watching all this like play out.
I'll say, he'll do unimaginable things to not only you, but your friends, your family. You got a boyfriend?
So was Father Avery right about all of
No.
you?
There
Yes.
is no.
Sorry, Look,
He tried so hard.
Just lowered the shotgun at this point, and I'm just standing there. Jay, did you find anything yet?
He's assholes and elbows in there right now, digging in there.
Assholes and elbows.
He's the only one that we've established that has the ability to like make people forget.
Oh, you can do it?
Unless anyone else has it. Discipline, you can say that if you have the discipline, you can do it. It's up to you whether you've.
I don't have that.
I would just jump in and do it if you have it.
I don't have it. I only have on.
You're the only. Then Jay is the only character that has it.
Okay. Then I'm like walk to the back of the van, while looking at Rain, like just don't.
Oh, did you want to eat her?
No, stop. Fuck. Jay.
Yeah, what up?
After you figure out if she's telling the truth.
Jay, you've already ripped the hard drive out.
Ah.
You got it in your hand.
Even if it's damaged, I'll pull the hard drives. Be like, it doesn't matter if it's damaged because you can still recover shit from it. Anyway, I'll be like, yeah, what up?
Okay. So I'm gonna look back around the van. Gabriella, was this backed up anywhere on any sort of cloud servers or any other copies made, or is this it?
No. It's just that one.
Can we tell if she's lying? Is there like an insight check in this game?
You can roll it, but she's deathly afraid of you right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think she's hiding anything from you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna come out just go, so hi, sorry for shooting at you. This is what I want. I got it. So
Jake, can you make her forget all of this happened?
Oh, I thought we were gonna eat her.
Why do you want to eat everyone? God.
Because we're kindred. It's kind of what we do.
It's kind of our thing.
It's kind of our thing.
Listen, we'll have plenty of that momentarily. Gabriella, you said that Father Avery is in a warehouse. Is the warehouse
Marsh
near
can
here?
feed and not kill her. He is hungry. Just a reminder. You can feed without killing someone. But just adding that in there. Anyways. Warehouse. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that near here?
Oh. She tells you the address. It's not far away.
And is there anybody in this church right now?
No. She came here to get supplies. You see in the back of the van, there's supplies that she was supposed to take back to the church.
So we're gonna make her forget.
Take back to the warehouse.
But she's gonna be in the van that is toe up. Like.
So if she's supposed to take something from here to the warehouse, we have an inn.
Supplies.
Oh, we just go with her? You know what? We can make her take us there now before we make her forget, and then make her forget after we get there.
That's fine.
Okay, we'll cut her down. Look, so basically, fun fact, I can make you forget that what happened. How about this? You just drive us to the van, with the van to the warehouse view. We get our friend back, and you won't remember anything of this at all. And we won't eat.
More
And
importantly,
what happens to
nothing
Father
bad will
Avery?
happen to you.
Yes, we promise. We promise not to eat you. Scout's honor.
Father Avery's not a good guy. Like, the thing is, we just kind of want to exist, and he's been hunting us. Like, we're more hunted. We only kill, well, majority of us only kill you guys because you guys tried to kill us.
That's right. Most of the time.
Like, believe it or not, like,
there's a moment where she is like she's having like a kind of like a moral crisis because she honestly doesn't fucking believe you. Like, she doesn't know who to believe as to who is right and who was wrong. But she says, I'll take you to the church. I'll take you to the warehouse.
Pat her on the head and say, good girl. Boop, boop, good girl.
And she recoils when you touch her head.
I kind of like it. It's like a new toy.
As I'm remembering more and more, by the way, I'm just saying I'm becoming more unhinged as like the what was it, the blood curse?
More and more Markavian.
Yeah, the more Markavian, basically. Yeah, it's all coming back.
Okay.
And I know I don't have to say this, but when we get near the warehouse, don't do anything dumb. I really, really want all of us here to walk away from this incident. All of us.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I'm just driving. You're not getting anything else out from me.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Thank you.
And so, I mean, unless anything else happens from you guys arrive at a warehouse, and
gear up.
she's got her
We're gearing
hands.
up.
Sorry?
The gear that was in the back of the truck for the warehouse from the church. Is it like, what is it in terms of gear?
It's food. It's like things used in like holy rituals, like holy rites.
Okay, so there's no like things for combat, basically.
No.
Okay.
And there's
holy water.
There's lighter fluid in there.
I want the lighter fluid.
Okay. If there's like holy water or
make a
steak,
composure plus resolve roll.
I would like to kick them out of the van.
Yeah, you make a composure plus resolve roll when you reach the lighter fluid.
God.
Where am I?
So like consecrated holy lighter fluid.
What was it? Composure plus
Resolve. Anytime Shane asks for a roll with a smirk on his face, waiting for the
yes. Oh.
Yeah, you see, you recall what happened to Marsh recently, and fire, and
look at that.
but you reach for it regardless. You're like, I'll just be careful.
Don't worry, I'm safe enough with this.
Yeah.
I promise.
Okay. All right. So you guys arrive at the warehouse, and what do we?
Ooh.
So how do you guys enter?
So
I'm thinking my best.
Do we make her
It's like this
forget
graffiti
if there's-
covered, like concrete foundation warehouse. You see like an overhead door that's rusted up, and you see like a man door that's got like a short set of concrete steps with a rusted up handrail leading up to it. And you see, yeah, that's about what you see. You guys can make a wits plus awareness roll that I can describe more.
what were you gonna say, Shaun?
I am probably going to try to sneak around using my obfuscate powers.
So heightened senses as well. But I'm just mostly in the background at this point.
You'll sneak around using obfuscate, or do you want to use your unseen passage power?
Yeah, well, the unseen passage is one of the obfuscate.
Well, there's just a clear difference. So, like, you can straight up, just use the benefit of adding, unseen passage. Basically, just lets you have to make a rouse check when you do it, but there's basically no chance of you being spotted. Essentially.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I mean, you're completely invisible, essentially. Unseen passage is better than just obfuscate. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. I thought obfuscate was just the category.
Yeah, but you have a discipline called unseen passage. A discipline power.
I'm looking at it. No,
Yeah.
definitely is that.
So if you're doing that, before we do it, as we get close enough where Gabriella can point it out, that's when I would request Jay to make her basically forget all this shit happened and just drive away, like, before we even get close enough to it. I don't want her to be able to do anything as far as honk the fucking horn or anything, nor do I want us to be close enough that they can see that she took us and they kill her, essentially. I'm still trying to hold on to this humanity, god damn it.
But you're a vampire.
I'm a kindred.
I mean, kindred.
I mean,
But
I
can
genuinely
still be-
actually, believe it or not, I'm actually going to do what Cliff says. He scares me a little bit too much. So I will start to make her forget.
Okay. All right. So she knows it's coming, so you're going to have to make a roll against her.
I should,
Difficulty
just
is
relax. It will feel
difficulty
good.
is 2.
Right. Oh wait, what have I done? Okay. What do you want me to roll again? Sorry, what was +2?
You would just roll. Sorry. The power itself gets. You roll charisma plus dominate.
Charisma plus dominate.
Yes.
And then +2.
What's the +2 coming from? No, it's just charisma plus dominate.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought he got it because of his power.
No, yeah, it's just flat charisma plus 2. You don't add. You don't add. What do you call it? Persuasion or manipulation to it.
Ooh. Sorry. I'm trying to click the buttons, but I don't have good clicking skills. Charisma and dominate. There we go. Yeah, it's a success.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So it works on her. It'll fog her memory. It'll cloud her memory, and she can forget up to 30 minutes. So that'll cover pretty much your entire exchange with her.
Sweet.
Do you just kind of leave her in the van, or what?
Can we influence her to like just drive away at this point, or how does it work? Or is she just like a husk for a minute?
Clouding
Yeah,
memory is
like-
resisting mortal. By uttering the phrase "forget," the user can make the dominated victim forget the current moment as well as the last few minutes, enough to mask a superficial feeding or chance meeting. No, that's about all it does.
Okay. So
Yeah.
she's gonna forget what happened and then all of a sudden come to in the van in front of this warehouse.
Unless you
Oh,
drive
you
the van
should-
off or park it somewhere else or something like that.
You should like pretend act now that you were giving her directions. She was a little lost or something like that. And then just get her to turn around and go back down the road.
It'd be way
Oh no,
funnier
no.
if you
We
did
just
that.
we told her that we
I
were sent by
don't.
we told her
I'm
we were
not
sent by Jules.
charismatic.
We told her we were sent by Jules.
You're the most normal looking of us,
I'm
Blake.
actually very charismatic, but I'm a bit psycho.
Oh yeah, either of you two.
Yeah, no. I was saying just for the fact of what you just put her through, it'd be funnier if you did it.
Oh right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. Like, if that's the ploy you want to go with, it is to attempt to like when she comes to me standing there, like, so you said that it's 2 blocks down that way.
Mhm.
Just like look at her for confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, I'll allow that. I won't make a roll because she's so lost and like during the situation, and she just kind of like stammers. Is the van still where it was at before, or did y'all move it somewhere?
Well, I assume she drove us there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but are you
like,
leaving it right in front of the warehouse?
Yeah, wherever she
Okay.
like showed us where the warehouse is, but
Yeah.
not like fully at it.
Okay, got it. And she just kind of like she says, "I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about."
Oh no, it's okay. You were just giving me directions. I was just about to leave. Actually, are you feeling okay?
No. Jeez. I don't know how I
You
got
might wanna-
here.
Oh, you might want to get home and get some sleep. This is not really the neighborhood to be, lost in or anything. But I mean, I hope you have a great night. And I'm just gonna turn around and start walking away from her.
And she looks in the passenger seat and sees that the supplies are gone, and she says, "Yeah, I'll go home. All right."
Bye.
And I'm just gonna kind of like hit the sidewalk and then walk.
Y'all are
at
so
kind of a slow
lucky she
pace
never
until
met any of y'all. She was never part of any of the raiding groups and that many of y'all.
I mean, I don't think I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I think she is.
Well, yeah, but you get a stain on your morality for killing an innocent because she hasn't hurt anybody.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
hit my pockets with my hand and walk as slow as I can down the sidewalk until she drives past, and then I'm gonna head back over and meet up with everybody.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so I was looking up obfuscate. I'm not sure if obfuscate gives you. Do you know if Matt? You've played more. You played some Vampire 5e. Does obfuscate give its obfuscate bonus to like hiding, to wits plus stealth rolls?
I think so, because that's kind of. But
I thought so too. It just doesn't clearly say it does. Okay. Well, we won't roll it until you're resisted by someone. So. All right. So I apologize, Cliff. We got sidetracked with that whole thing. What did you say you were doing before we got all sidetracked.
That was it. My main concern was getting her out of harm's way and making it where she can't do something dumb to jeopardize us or her.
Got it.
I'm good. And then I'm kind of gauging what everybody else is doing because, I'm good at slipping in and getting information, but going in guns blazing, not really my style.
Right. Okay, so, and I also told you guys you could, look around outside the warehouse if you want to with a wits plus awareness roll while you're out there.
Ooh, yeah.
Can I do that with heightened senses?
Yeah, sure, you can add heightened senses.
No.
So that just adds the 1 to it, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
A bestial failure from Marsh. Sometimes it's not worth it to roll, by the way.
Oh, okay.
When you've got a hunger system
just
in the
looking.
game, and you got a low stat, sometimes you don't
Well, I
always
need
want to
to-
roll when it's optional. Okay, so we got Blake, who got a critical success. We got Rain, who failed. And we got Marsh, who got a bestial failure. Okay. All right. So, Blake, you're scanning around, and you see another potential entrance. You see that there's a dumpster that is nearby a water runoff, one of those drainage pipes that goes up to the roof, like a gutter pipe. And it looks like if someone was agile enough, they could climb up like a short climb up a gutter pipe to a window sill. And the second floor has a broken window that could be entered through. But other than that, it looks like the place is pretty quiet and empty and stuff like that. And I described that one-man door. And then looks like the overhead door is cracked open slightly. Someone could squeeze through there if they wanted to. But other than that, you see an extra entrance if you could somehow climb up to the second floor. Via a route like that.
Okay.
Let me double check.
And I'll relay that to everybody in general. So if you guys plan on using something to slip in there unseen, by all means, but there's a ledge we can go up on and kind of get a bird's eye view of the whole place.
I will do whatever suits the group.
Yeah, I'm not very stealthy, so I'm just kind of hanging back for the moment. I'm kind of gunning people, but not going in.
Yeah, I'm not really good at stealth. I usually rely on, talking my way in and out of situations.
I know a little, I'm okay stealth.
So, no stealth or just walking in?
I'm not walking in yet. I'm just waiting for those guys to decide what's going on because I know that I'll probably end up alerting everyone.
Just hanging back, huh?
Mm-hmm. For once.
To obviously use my unseen passage to get in there.
I'm trying to find. I don't know why I'm blanking on where the bestial failures are. I don't know why I'm blanking on that in the book. I found it easily last time I was looking at this damn book. My only complaint with the vampire books is how they're laid out. They don't name chapters, actual names that are.
Oh, that's weird.
How they're named and stuff?
Yeah, are they just?
They're
is it
just
chapter
terrible. They're
one?
terribly. Yeah, they're just. Well, they don't name them appropriate names to help you find things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there an index at the back?
Thank you, Quest and Cliffhangers, for gifting a subscription for D20 TV for Kim.
Bless up.
I'm just gonna kind of roll with it, Shaun, and we'll say that you were so impatient. You were so patient before, right? In the last scene, but now you're kind of growing impatient, right? The beast is kind of setting in on you. You're now growing hungry, and your hunger level is going up, and you're growing impatient. And everyone else is looking around outside, looking for alternate avenues to go in, and so were you. But you grew impatient, and I'll let you choose one of two options. Either you make too much noise and get frustrated and vent some rage, or you just charge in there. Like you just say fuck it, and just like go straight on in. You let the beast guide your actions.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
one?
just gonna say I just sort of just freak out. I'm not good at controlling this because I've never experienced it before. I just sort of lose control.
Well, you're kind of reflecting back on when you lost control when you were in the street earlier, and you grabbed that girl by the throat. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so maybe you're checking over by the building, and you're near the dumpster, and you're looking around for an alternate way in, and Blake points out one. And you were right over there by it, and you got frustrated. And then you just take something and you just rage out, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you just take a piled up pallet and you just throw it to the ground, and it smashes. And you guys hear the sound echo.
Okay. I guess we're gonna do something. We need to do it now.
Hearing this, by the way, I'm gonna make sure my senses, heightened senses, is activated.
Sure.
And just really making sure.
You're just going to try to see if maybe that alerted anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. You may want to sneak up to the door to do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
How close to the dumpster am I when Marsh throws the pallet?
I don't know. As close as you want to be.
Okay. Well, if I'm close enough, I'm going to hop on the dumpster and begin shimmying my way up to the top then, because that's going to be my... He's not stealthing, clearly. So if they come check on that noise, they're seeing him. Yeah,
make a strength plus athletics, I think. Or dexterity plus acrobatics. Either one. Depends on how you're doing it, I guess.
Where the fuck is acrobatics at?
Sorry, acrobatics is covered under athletics. Never mind.
Okay, so
sorry. I saw it earlier. It's under specialties. Acrobatics is apparently a specialty of athletics. So
I can do dex and athletics then?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Cool.
Because you gotta like balance yourself maybe on like window sills or whatever.
Or not do it at all. I can do that too.
You want to use willpower?
Not really.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you try to grab onto you make it up the pipe, and then you try to grab onto the window seal, and to pull yourself up and heave yourself up, and then you slip, and then you land back down the dumpster, but you don't hurt yourself, but you make just as loud of a clang as Marsh did. And Jay, you're over by the door. Make a wits plus awareness plus heightened senses. Just add with a modifier your heightened senses.
Wits plus awareness.
You hear a second clank and motherfuck.
Wait, this isn't gonna work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. He's a 7.
Yeah, you hear someone. You hear at least 2 sets of footsteps Two different sets of footsteps moving around in there, and you hear talking back and forth between them. They're heightened voices, but they're kind of muffled.
I guess my best bet at this point
It's
is to
echoing.
Distraction for them. She's gone.
One of the voices sounds hurried, and one of the footsteps sounds like it's running.
With this abandoned warehouse, is there any way to come in from the front?
Sorry, say that part again?
If from this abandoned warehouse, is there any way for me just to come in straight from the front?
I mean, that's the thing about warehouses, right? I mean, there is a...
I mean, like,
you're kind of at the front, right?
Locked?
Huh?
That's my kind of... Is it, like, locked up? That's what I mean. I
guess I'm trying to look for what you want. Like, what do you mean by the front? I mean, because you're at a man door. You're at a door.
Yeah, but what I mean is that door, like, locked? Because basically I'm thinking if they know, if I can hear that and they're running away, our cover's blown. So we're going to lose our opportunity.
So you're thinking about trying to find another door in?
I'm going to go in guns blazing, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. You can just charge right in. This door's open.
Oh, the door's open? Like,
yeah, the door's unlocked. I mean, you can pull it and see, and you twist the knob and it opens.
Well, I mean, we're made. I know we're made. So this will probably... They'll hear gunfire and they'll hopefully come save me.
So you pull the submachine gun out and swing open the metal door, and you guys see this. Jay just runs in.
How many people do I see?
You're just gonna keep running in until you see someone? What about anybody else? What do you guys do? Because I'm gonna give them a chance to help you.
Recklessly. I'm going in like behind.
It's not like one big warehouse room. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like it's a warehouse building. So, yeah, you're not gonna run in and be like, "Oh, there's a whole bunch of people and I'm gonna die." It's a whole facility. So don't worry.
Follow him in.
Rain, you see Jay run in and you follow in after him.
Yes.
All right. What about Marsh and Blake? You collect yourselves, and then what do y'all do?
I'm looking at Marsh, and if he takes off going towards it, I'm going too.
I'll basically like signal we're made. I was just telling him already we're made.
Okay. All right. So you guys get that. You get that signal. Marsh, what do you do?
Just bust in. I mean, to the nearest door, window, whatever is next to me. Hoping.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that's pretty much the rest of the windows and stuff like that. A lot of them are boarded up, or there's not many windows in warehouses. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I described that one window on the second floor, which means it's probably like an extra storage or an office. You know? So if you've ever been to many warehouses, there's not really many windows. So, but yeah, the nearest door is the one they just ran through. So if you want to follow after your friends to a door, you charge after Blake, and all of you, 4 of you, basically are rushing through the same door. Okay. So Rain and Jay have the lead. If Rain wants to try to take the lead from Jay in any way, she can do so. But he's got the lead right now with his submachine gun. And so you guys are charging on in, and you're just heading towards noises you hear?
I can hear. I put my heightened senses. I can hear people running and talking.
Right. Okay, so you hear 2 distinct sets of footsteps, one running away, and one that sounds like it's just kind of moving about. And one sounds like that sounds like it's walking is coming towards you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna be like hold like up like that. I'll be like one that way, and then like someone.
Okay. So you guys stop in the hallway and follow his judgment, and then you guys halt and you stop, and you're in this kind of like you're in this. It looks like a small warehouse area where it looks like there's a small crane and a crane assembly area, and there's a paint booth over in one corner a massive paint booth. It's an electrostatic paint booth. And you guys see over on the far side someone trying to hide but failing, and they raise up their pistol as if to try to shoot you. So we're going to use one roll conflict to resolve this one.
I'm also going to give my. I was going to say, just look. I was about to say, because I've got that spare pistol, I'll have handed that over to good friend Rain.
I don't want that.
Well, I feel if you're having it, I'm like, you can throw it.
I like grab it, just hold it like in between my fingers, like it's a dirty diaper. Like
Nice. So, check something here.
I'm gonna keep holding it like this.
That's funny.
Grab the barrel of it and kind of position it in your hand correctly and say, shoot him in the leg, and then you can go run up to him.
Oh, okay.
Think of it as a means to an end.
Okay.
So he's going to take shots at you guys while you were charging down the hallway. So let's do one roll conflicts. So one roll conflict. So this is going to be a difficulty 2. How are you guys going to resolve this conflict with him, or are you gonna like stand toe to toe with this guy?
I'm just going to keep running. I'm just going to keep
Yeah,
going.
Jay. What are we doing, Jay?
I mean, if I get shot, obviously, it's a bit of a different answer. But like, if I don't get shot, there's people behind me. They can deal with it. Like, they need to keep the flank. I'll go forward. There's 2 of them. He's got my shotgun. He can deal with them.
Okay, so then if you're involved in it and you're taking shots at this guy, then make a composure plus firearms roll. He's got his pistol out and he's gonna start firing at you when he sees you.
Am I shooting too?
If you are you shooting, or are you gonna charge him and try to bite him?
Yeah, I'd like to wait until something's down and then go chomp chomp.
I'm charging.
Okay.
Well, shit. I mean, if everybody's charging, then it's gonna make it a little difficult for us to do anything here. As far as we can't all 4 fight one guy that's shooting.
I thought Jay said he was gonna shoot.
Wait, is this? I'm sorry.
Jay is shooting. He is shooting.
I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, he is shooting. He just meant I'm charging in that I'm fighting the enemy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're standing at a distance shooting. Rain, you're
I'm gonna
charging
wait.
in.
I'm
Okay.
gonna wait until he's down, and then I'm gonna go in and bite him.
Got you.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll, Shane?
Okay. So you make a firearm plus composure roll. Difficulty 2 for you, Jay. Anybody else, whoever else is getting involved in this conflict, make the roll in which you are also involved in this conflict.
Did that not go through? I just rolled, it didn't go through, I don't think.
I don't see it.
Do you
Last
want me
roll
to
I
do
see
my
was your awareness roll.
brawl now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a 1 roll conflict. That means
there
you
we
just make your roll.
Everyone succeeds.
Yeah, I'm not doing shit this round.
But it's not a round. We're not using
Well, you know what I
the
mean,
wrong
like, I'm-
1 roll conflict. Okay, so you're
Right. So while he's shooting, I'm just gonna hug the wall, basically.
okay. All right, you're gonna sit it out. Okay.
I'm gonna.
I have to step away for a sec, but I can still hear you guys because I'm wearing my wireless
Gotcha.
headset.
Cool.
Fancy.
Okay, so Jay, her timing was terrible, but so Marsh, you respond late, but you rush in there. Before you rush in there, however, Jay pops a couple of shots off at this at this individual who looks like a veteran police officer, like he's on the older side, and he just like gets in a perfect perfect police stance and just fires his perfect police stance is more like this, and fires his pistol off at Jay, and a couple of shots miss Jay and hit Rain squarely. She takes 2 superficial damage from the pistol fire, and Jay, you take 2 superficial damage as well from the pistol fire. And Marsh, you just charge right on through, pushing them out of your way, and just punch your fist clean through the guy, and throw him into the paint booth, the walls of the paint booth, and rust and everything kind of falls all around you, and you hear the loud thud of the metal as he just like crashes to the ground, and so yeah, he's clearly dead, but both of you took.
Too late to get a bite to eat.
You can still eat.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Little pack.
Are you finishing him off?
If he's already, that's a morality thing, isn't it? If he's already dead. Fuck it. No, I'm not going to.
But he's already dead, right? You punched your fist clear through him. I mean,
it's a one shot. Let's do this.
you get hit by a tank mortar, you're not really coming back. I mean,
Rain, you took 2 superficial damage.
Yeah. I could still hear you guys the whole time.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Forgot.
Yeah, it's all good.
This is a good time for you guys to think about mending. Those of you who've taken quite a bit of superficial damage.
Yeah. That's fine. All right.
But Marsh, if you're taking the time to eat, that's something relevant right here. So you're taking the time to eat.
And I put 2 on.
Blake, you, however, are not caught up in the hassle of what's going on. You hear in the distance after the scene took place and the gunfire and all that stuff and all that stuff happened, and there's like that stillness after the fight. You hear the footsteps stop, and you hear the swinging of chains. And you hear fire.
This is a trap.
and I hear fire.
Well, you hear
Like
You hear, like,
fire?
Okay. Well, shit.
Should we?
I feel like
I know
yelling
it's-
out for Marsh.
Should we like split up and try and find Marcus? That's what we're here for, right? Marcus.
Yeah. So with heightened senses, can we pick up on any other kindred in the area? Is that something that I could like? Can we sniff them out or anything like that? I don't know how
yes, you can. Yes.
What would I
Sure.
need to roll to be able to see if there is any, like, are we the only ones here, or is Marcus here?
Make a
somewhere,
wits
or,
plus
you know?
awareness roll with heightened
awareness?
senses.
Sure. +1, wits plus awareness.
You smell burning kindred.
Oh, lovely. I'm gonna yell out, they just fucking lit him on fire! And I guess kind of uncharacteristically, I'm gonna go rush towards the area where I heard the noise come from.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you rush in the room towards where you hear the noise come from, and make a wits plus awareness roll, please. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. No. Composure plus awareness roll. Why don't everyone go ahead and make composure plus awareness for me, please?
Do I get
just
my
to make it
heightened
easier?
senses bonus with it?
I'm sorry.
Heightened senses bonus still or no?
No. It's just initiative. Oh.
Did I manage to knock off any of these hunger dice?
It depends on if you want to stick around here eating or not. How much you want to eat. If you take off with your friends right now, you'll get 1 taken off.
Okay, I'll just do that.
Okay.
I'll take it off. I take it off.
Sorry, I'm just sorting out turn order. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so you rush towards the sound. Rush towards the sound of the other running footsteps and the smell of burning kindred, and you come to a chamber in the warehouse where it looks like you have to run up a short flight of stairs. You get up to the 2nd level, and you come to a room where it looks like the floor has been busted out, and there's a couple of tables in here, and there's makeshift there's equipment stored up here. There looks like there's like holy, like ritual, like supplies, sacraments. There's also torture devices, stakes, all manner of things like that. There's another room nearby that has like stacked pallets of like methyl powdered coating, that kind of stuff like that. But over over near where the hole is busted out, and there's like hanging over the this hole, or nearby the hole, it's not quite over the hole, there is a kindred that is wrapped up in linen cloth, chained by his feet, and hanging over and tied up via the chains, hanging over and chained up over an H-beam. So he's hanging by his feet, chained up by an H-beam. And he is currently on fire. And when you rush through the doorway, make a dexterity plus athletics roll, difficulty 2, but you get a -2 penalty because you have no cover. Just Blake doing this.
Sorry.
Dexterity plus athletics.
You just made it. So
Okay.
you just go. Whew. Okay, so you rush through, and there is a double-barreled saw-off shotgun right in your face when you rush through. And you just dive down and like duck your head down as soon as you like come around the doorway, and it just explodes in your face, or where your face would have been, and just fire erupts from the barrel, and you see like embers like splash up against the side of the drywall door frame and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
This was a Dragon's Breath shotgun.
Is there a person attached to this shotgun, or is it?
Yes, there is an older man in his late 50s, maybe even early 60s, and he doesn't sound a word or anything, and he just fires the shotgun in your face when you may turn the corner.
I want to kill him. Okay.
Sure. Blake, what do you do?
So I'm assuming that I'm like within lunging distance of this fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really, I guess for the first time, like my feral side's gonna show through with absolute, certainty, and I'm just gonna go for his throat. Claws.
Okay. With claws or your bite?
I'm thinking claws. I'm gonna try to like rip his fucking throat out.
Well, vampires. I've said claws before when I was talking about the Gangrel character. I mean, she might have like claws per se, but most vampires don't really have claws. Really, they're just like human for the most part.
Okay.
But you can definitely jump on him and use your bite Basically the way it works is you get a -2 penalty for called shot, bite, and then you just go town on him. She doesn't get the -2 because she has feral weapons, but you can totally do it.
Sure. What would I need to roll to attempt this?
Just it's a strength plus brawl. Basically, you just have to grapple him to the ground and
at a -2, you said?
Yeah, it's -2 because you're basically lining up and biting. So
I wouldn't even have a chance to do it then.
Then you just get a 1 die. You always have 1 die.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Strength plus brawl at a -2. And I can willpower 3 of them is how it works.
Yep.
And the -2 is going to be added on at the end of that.
Oh, did you click the button that said -2?
Yeah.
It didn't add it. Okay. Weird. That's weird. You want to try to roll again for me and see why I didn't add it?
Strength, brawl, -2's clicked.
There we go. Did that time.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't reroll that anyway. So.
Yeah. Yes, you could have got it if you got a success on both die, but you didn't. So yeah, you jump in and try to lunge in at him and to bite him, and he just like hits his elbow against your face and throws you off of him. So Jay, Rainer, Marsh, what do y'all do?
Well, I'm just going to start shooting him wherever I can. Actually, I need to mend first, so I do need to mend.
Okay, that's what you're going to do then? Okay.
I need to mend.
I don't know. Is mending an action?
I think so.
I think
it
is.
We'll see, won't we?
I'm going to rule that mending is an action.
That's fine.
We saw where Blake went, right?
I was definitely not stealthy.
Okay. I also need to mend, but
I'm actually going to look that up real quick.
Watching where Blake
I'm curious
went.
about that one.
And even if you didn't see where I went, I'm pretty sure you'd have heard that shotgun go off.
Yes. I have to be quiet now. I think I keep waking the baby up. I'm so loud.
Well, we're not near your daddy now, so it should be all right.
You don't realize though. But yes. No more daddy. Goodbye, daddy.
Daddy's finally gone.
Shane, do you want me to roll my mend as well? Or
Yeah, you can roll mend. You know what? I'm going to say mending is not an action. Because you can roll as many mend dice as you want, I think.
There's no limit?
Well, obviously, you could bleed yourself into hunger.
So how does that? I guess I don't, because I know 5th edition rules. You have like a pool of hit dice.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. So, like, you guys both succeeded, so you don't burn your hunger away. Let me double check that. Hold on, I'm curious.
So if I fail on it, I just take a
You
point.
fail, you get a hunger. Yeah, you go up in hunger.
I understand.
Vampires rousing the blood.
I might roll again. I feel like that would take up my whole turn, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it takes a turn. It takes an action.
So only 1 mend per turn.
Oh, where'd you find that at? What page?
No, I was asking, is there only one?
Yeah, I'm gonna say only 1 mend per turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's just
Okay,
Marsh.
so
He hasn't gone yet.
okay. So Rain and Jay, did y'all mend?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can run though into the room. Do y'all want to do that?
Yeah, I'll get into the room. I'll get into position. I'll get behind some cover, ready to start firing.
Yeah, like so dive behind one of the tables or something like that, covered with sacraments.
Yeah, I don't want to go all the way in. On this,
Like
turn.
stand near
I
the
wanna
doorway or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere where I can see and like pick a target for my next turn.
Sweet. Okay. There's literally only one guy in the room.
Oh, just the one guy. Okay.
Just the one old Father Avery.
Okay. I didn't know if there were
But
more
there's
people or-
literally a vampire burning away while you guys are having a shootout. So,
Yeah, I already mended, so
Marsh, what do you do?
I'm going to put the vampire out.
How are you going to do that? He's hanging from chains in the air,
Yeah.
swinging.
Look around the room. Is there anything that I could use to smother him, or
Make a wits plus awareness roll to look around the room and see something.
vampires die like that though? When you need to stake him?
Actually, make a composure plus awareness roll
that's probably going to be better.
because it's like a high stress environment. You're trying to do it quickly. You don't immediately see anything. You're like frantic. You see fire. You're scared. You're scared for Marcus. You're looking around. You're desperate. You see holy sacraments everywhere. You see a priest there with a shotgun. The shotgun with dragon's breath. You keep looking over that way, and you're afraid that it's going to get aimed at you.
I'm going to blow a point of willpower. There's got to be something in this room.
Okay. You only get to reroll one die, for sure. You can reroll both those, actually, if you want to. You can't reroll hunger die. Go ahead.
God damn it. There's got to be a fucking fire extinguisher in here or something.
Send to Benny. Wait.
Nope.
Okay.
It's a church.
It's a warehouse.
Oh, a warehouse. I knew that. I'm getting tired. It's a warehouse.
I'm gonna take my jacket off and just do what I can. Try to put him out.
Okay. He's hanging in the air, though. Are you gonna jump over onto him and put it?
Yeah.
You're gonna put yourself in. Make a resolve plus make a resolve. Make a resolve. I'll make a double resolve roll. Actually, wait. Let's make a resolve plus willpower to see if you have the courage to go over there and throw yourself onto that fire, burning kindred, and
You're gonna die in a fire.
and put him out. There's a difference between what Shaun will do and what the vampire, what the kindred will do.
Okay. Resolve plus. So just roll.
Resolve plus willpower. Oh, I said willpower. Sorry. Do double resolve. Actually, sorry. I thought willpower was an actual. Sorry. Attribute. My bad. That was an old edition. I was thinking of old WoD, World of Darkness. Yeah. Roll just resolve twice. Just take that, make it, and just pick it up and roll it. It'll roll it twice. There you go.
I'm going to use my last point of willpower because I think this is. Oops, why the fuck do I keep doing that? I'm going to stop fucking doing that. Hold on. All right, now I'm going to roll my willpower.
Hey! Okay, so you rip your coat, rip your jacket off, and you jump across this slight chasm, and you land on the burning Marcus with your jacket out in front of you, and you start patting out the fire. And now here you are hanging out over this chain latched onto him. And the H-beam is holding firm, but the bolts on the far side where they connect to the other H-beam on the far side of the wall are rusted out and old, and they start the both of you collapse and fall to the next level below. Make a dexterity plus athletics roll, please.
I don't even have athletics. Jesus. That worked.
Okay. So you make it all right. You tumble and roll off of him. Marcus, he's out, but he himself is still bound and chained. You're now both, though, in the first floor.
Okay.
Avery is now here. He's got his shotgun. He pulls out a stake and takes a swing at you with the stake. Blake, he is going to try to swing it at you. You can defend with it's a melee attack, so it'll be usually defended with strength plus brawl.
Can I do Dex plus Brawl to get out of the way quicker?
Yeah, sure. I'll allow that. Because basically you're dodging around and that kind of stuff. Or you can do dexterity plus athletics to try to avoid the attack.
I'm good with Brawl.
Okay. So, so he's swinging his stake at you and trying to stab it at you, and he's hitting nothing but air. So Jay, what do you do?
Well, there's only really Avery that I need to kind of deal with, you know. So I'm going to try and I've got my gun. I'm not really at much risk of dying from Avery, so I'm just going to shoot Avery.
Okay. All right.
So that's composure, firearms. Do I take a penalty or anything?
Yeah, I think I'll take a minus probably 1 for your ally being in melee with him. Sweet. Okay, so you deal some damage to him. We deal that is 4 plus 1 extra. That is 5. Sweet. He is hanging on by a thread, everyone. By a thread. He took a submachine gun blast to the chest and to the stomach region, to the shoulder, and he is starts coughing up blood, and he's still barely holding on to that stake. Blake, what do you do?
Since how I seen him recoil from this shot, can I pull the pistol out from my waistband that I took from Gabriella and just put it to his head?
I mean, he's still fighting. He's still fighting capable. You can definitely do that. You'll take a penalty though to using a firearm in melee. But yes, you can still do it. Sure.
What penalty am I getting?
Sure. It'll be like a minus 1.
No. This is more poetic. I like it.
Just eat him.
Watch him miss and just get staked.
If it happens, it happens. He'll die one way or the other. He ain't gonna stake all 4 of us. 5 if Marcus gets involved. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Say bye-bye.
Well, you got to say something cool. It's the rule. The rule of
That's
cool.
the rule to it.
The rule of cool.
I guess I need confirmation that he'd be dead with this.
Oh yeah, he's gone. He's gone. but no headshots or anything. You didn't get a critical success. But like, what cool thing do you say?
Kind of in a somber tone. I'm just gonna say, I guess you were right. Pop.
Yeah. So single blast to the chest. He coughs blood. He coughs his blood up on you, and you taste. You taste his sweet, melancholic resonance as it hits your tongue.
Yep. I mean, if he's still alive,
And,
then I'll
and
drink
then,
till he's empty.
he falls back to his knees, falls down to his knees, and then he'll slowly fall all the way to the ground. And he is dead.
He is.
I'm like clapping for Blake. Yay! Good job.
And he died with the gun from his own henchman. So
Yep.
so
I
much
was
more
like,
poetic that way.
how's Marcus doing now?
Marcus is alive, but he's taking aggravated damage from the fire.
Okay, but he's I just want to make sure like he's not going to.
It'll
die
take
if we just leave him at the
time
moment.
for him to heal,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he'll
I have a-
survive.
How long after someone dies can they still be fed on?
Essentially, it just needs to be fresh, right? I mean, it's kind of like a
But you're
whole
still
like.
pumping.
I'd probably say like before like rigor mortis or something like that sets in. It doesn't really
So-
say in the books, but like
Can I drag Father Avery down to where Marcus is at and just throw his body to him? Like, fucking
yeah, but like
feed.
I don't know if it'd be fresh by the time though. Like you got him unchained and all that kind of stuff though, right? Because
Yeah,
like he's bound
fresh or
up and
not.
chained up and all that kind of stuff. So
Fresh or not, I think that's a good image. I'm just gonna throw Father Avery's body at Marcus's feet.
okay, cool,
If
cool,
he's fresh enough to feed, let him
Oh,
feed.
yeah,
If
let
not,
him
he'll know better than I
feed.
will.
yeah,
Genius.
cool. All right, so you toss him through the hole in the floor, and is Marsh down there like unbinding Marcus? All right, cool. So you unbind him, and Marcus is basically naked because all his clothes underneath have been burned up by the fire, and
Is he like,
he kind of crawls around. Really, he can barely walk, and he kind of crawls over near Father Avery. And by this point, though, all his fingers and hands have kind of curled up a little bit, and he just kind of like, and then he just kind of like barely winces and gets up to his feet, and luckily during the fall, though, the stake that was in Marcus's chest had fallen out, so, and he's up to his feet, and you guys can escape the warehouse, and you've rescued your friend, and you've covered the recording.
Yeah.
And later we see you all. We see you all are now members of the Camarilla. So, part of the nightlife of LA. So,
Part of my psychotic gang.
nice. So,
High functioning psychopaths.
all right, cool. So, all right. Well, I think that's unless you guys want to narrate some ending for your characters. What do you think would be a cool thing, an ending for your characters? What do y'all see?
I think Marsh would eventually come to terms with. I mean, nobody in the vampire community seems to be treating him poorly. So I think that helps. I think where humans would be very scared of him, nobody else is really treating him poorly. So he'd probably hang out at the bar all the time and just basically, if he's not doing enforcer duties, because that's what he's going to do.
Do you ever go find your sire?
I might. More out of curiosity than anything. Maybe not. Maybe like find him from a distance, just kind of observe him. But I don't know that he's somebody I would want to know.
Yeah.
He's just like some kind of like
The prince usually just keeps him in like the equivalent of like a padded room most of the time.
Yeah.
Because you can't trust that kind of vampire to maintain the masquerade. You know.
Yeah.
You only let him out like every once in a while. You know. So. And I mean, you could pretty much go to like the padded room and see him if you wanted to, but
yeah,
but
it's not somebody who's going to be like, Dad.
yeah.
Daddy.
And what about Rain?
Rain would spend a lot of time with her daddy, trying to hopefully get strong enough to be able to change into a wolf, because that's dope as shit. And then, yeah, she'd spend all her free time trying to hang out with these three jokers, seeing if they were down to party or get into some trouble or whatever, and just having a good time.
Very cool. What about Jay? Does he ever fully regain his memories and get comfortable in his kindred lifestyle?
I think the sort of growing insanity does help him kind of adjust much easier than most normally would. But I mean, he also has a lot of loose ends to tie up. So, I mean, he's obviously got the guy who staked him in the first place. He's got the guy at the hotel who knows him, and he'd obviously help him get his memory back. And he would want to know who his sire is. I mean, sure, as his memories come back and he did a bit of investigating, he'd be able to find out and try to search what that is. But that sort of things, if things were able to return to normal, that kind of stuff, I'm sure he'd be involved in some sort of illegal illicit gambling ring or something.
Nice.
He can't really go back to the public eye, but it was his life. It's all he's really known.
Yeah.
And so sort of the thrill of gambling keeps him kind of almost sane. It's normal to him.
Cool. What about Cliff? What about Blake? Does he ever go back to his life in some way as a journalist? It's difficult, right?
Yeah, so I would think that he would still be he would still thirst for the knowledge and for, you know, the thrill of finding things out. But after some time, I'm sure he would gain that confirmation that his sire had been killed. And after mixing it up with the other people in the Toreadors that are like the higher up socialites and everything, he'd probably get enamored by that lifestyle.
Interesting.
Something that'd be hard to turn away from. The knowledge, the thirst for knowledge would always be there, but you know, that lifestyle is still potent.
The lifestyle calls him.
It's potent.
Yeah. He eventually becomes one of those kindred that likes floating at the top of the ivory tower, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Very cool. I like it. Okay. All right. Well, we will wrap up here. And I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope you liked Vampire 5th Edition. So it's definitely different, I think, than Cliff. It's definitely different than Savage Worlds or D&D, isn't it?
It's so much. There's so much more to it, but I like it. It feels like it pushes the narrative better that way. Like you can more fine tune what you're doing with it. So that's kind of neat. I like it.
It gives the GM a lot of flexibility, where like you could change the attribute with the skill based on how you read the situation, which means you can't like gamify the game as much. Like you can't, like when you're making a character, you think, oh, well, I know this skill is gonna always be tied with this attribute, so I can always I can't meta game the character creation and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
it makes min-maxing a lot harder.
Yeah, you definitely can't min-max. You can min-max, but you just got to choose to fail. You got to be happy failing at certain things, you know. So, but anyways, and Robin, did you have a lot of fun playing again instead of being DM all the time?
I did, because I've only ever been a player with you, Shane. Every other thing I do, I'm always DMing. So this was awesome. I enjoyed it. I want to do it again.
Well, we're gonna run more. My next one shot I'm planning is Age of Conan. Sorry, not Age of Conan. Conan 2D20. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you saying one shot with air quotes?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just gonna call it into like special events and just see it when they end. So, Matt, did you enjoy yourself?
It was. I actually had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was worth staying up for.
Good deal. I know you're tired. So, and Shaun, Shaun, I know we'll see you back Monday, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Good deal. And we have a lot of experience with World Darkness, don't we? We played a lot of New World Darkness back in the day.
Do it again, yeah. This time to play Vampire, because we were doing Hunter.
Played
for a while.
Hunter a lot. We've played some. We incorporated Hunter, Werewolf, Mage, all that stuff into like one long campaign back in the day.
Yeah,
So I say back in the day, like I sound like I'm so old, but that was
I know. Yeah, we had a pretty good run of World of Darkness there for a while.
yeah. So, but anyways, done reminiscing. Everyone, you all have a good night, and we'll call it a day here. So appreciate everyone for coming out, and join us again for more one shots. You can always find out when they're going to happen by checking out the Discord. If you're watching live now, just check the stream chat, and if you're watching on YouTube later, check the channel, check the video description. So, all right, thanks, bye.
Night, everybody.